Good after well, it's morning, but almost afternoon. So good morning, afternoon, guys. Yep. So we're gonna continue. What I'm doing now is we're fixing our scripts that we already made, so that because we're doing everything in local scripts, but we want other players to see what's going on. So we're going to be moving these scripts to scripts that are on the server. Okay, because for example, when we're picking stuff from the tree and we're putting them in the box, imagine even carrying the box. The players see us moving, but they don't see us actually doing those things. Like they won't see the box being filled up and carried on your head to the truck. So we're changing this script right now. So we're starting with the manager script. So because right now what we can do, let me just show you guys. um let's not have an error first thing. Okay, so where I'm at is so here we've put it on the server. So because we put it on the server, that means anybody can try to pick. So it says you must be an employee to pick this, and then I'll same thing for the box. If you want to fill it up, you need to be an employee. So even if you have in your inventory, but we don't have anything in our inventory, it's empty. So let's go to the manager and apply, and then check in. Okay, so now so because this is why we're now fixing the manager script to be not local, because now you cannot fill this. It says you're not an employee because we made you employee only in the local script. So this is what we're fixing now. We have to make them an employee in the server so that it can detect that they're an employee in the server. Okay, so we're going back to our farm manager, and the farm manager should be able to add employees. um so let's just go to our employees folder. Okay, our farm manager should be able to add employees. So let's check whether or not, um, okay, well, let's go to the place where we added employees, and we're gonna copy that script and put it there. Okay, so picking manager have the option to apply. So when you apply, okay, so this is what happens when you apply. Okay, so here is where we add the employee. We're gonna copy this. X. Okay, and we're going to put it. But that add employee is only, we're passing the player. Should we pass just the player? Yeah, we're passing only the player ID. Okay, so we already have the player ID right here, and we're adding that to the employees list. But we need to have an event that actually uses this. So we're going to go to our replicated storage, and in events, we're going to have an event for this farm manager. I'm just seeing whether or not we have one. We don't have any. So we're just going to put actually add employee to this. I'm not sure yet for the name of this. Let's see, because we could use it actually for multiple jobs, the very same event. So we will do that. Add employee. So in that case, if that's what we're gonna do, we have to be able to specify um which job that wants to be added. So let's get that event local. We call it add employee event. Will be equals to game replicated storage event and then add employee. Okay, so we're going to how we're going to do this is add employee dot event not event dot on server event. We're gonna connect a function, and then the function we're connecting is the add employee function, and we're passing the player ID, and we're also passing oh, because this is gonna be from the client, we don't need to pass the player ID because we automatically have the player. So we will be passing the player user ID. we have to say this is a player dot user ID, and then we're also passing the store, the name of the place. So we're passing job type, job name. Okay, so first thing we're gonna check whether or not the job name matches. If it doesn't match, we don't want that. So if job name equals, and this we called it fruit picker, which we might change, but that's gonna be so much trouble to change, but it's okay. If it's equals to, if it's not equals to fruit picker, by the way, then we're just going to return false, which means we're just gonna get out of here and don't care about the rest because it doesn't matter to this. We don't follow the rest of the script. So only if it's a fruit picker, we're adding it to the fruit picker employees. We could also have a global script for adding employees that will directly add them to whichever one. So we don't have to do it for every type. That just crossed my mind, so we'll never have to do. Hello, hi, how are you? What we can do is exactly this. So we will change this script. So I'm gonna find this script and we're gonna add this to our server scripts. Okay, and it's gonna be like a global script for so we're gonna make a new script here and we'll call it add employee. And it's going to work on every new job we have later on, so we don't have to remake the script for any again for any of the new jobs we're gonna put. So let's do it exactly that way. So how we're going to do this is we don't need our manager anymore for not for this script. Okay, so we're gonna change that. We have to find the job. So we have the job name. So what we're doing is actually finding whether this job exists or not. So we're gonna do if type of work. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this. The workspace jobs, we're going to find first child with the name, with this job name, and dot employees. Okay, if it's equal to nil, whoops, if it's equal to nil, if it doesn't exist, then we return false. However, if it found it, copy. If it found it, then local employees is equal to this folder. And then employee will be the new instance that we're creating with the player ID, and then the parent is this employees folder. So now we never have to, oops, let's remove that 2 dots here. Now we never have to, we don't need this. We'll never have to come and add and manage employees again. It will be automatic every time we add new jobs. Okay, so we also need to do this on the local script right here. So first we're just gonna put this. We're slowly removing all of the scripts and putting them in the correct place. So add employee event. We're going to fire this right here. Dot event. Fire server, and obviously it has the player, and we want to put the job type. So for this one, it will be fruit picker. Okay, so let's test that out. So we're gonna go and check whether we can become an employee. Okay, so we can't pick anything because we're not an employee. We can't use this. So let's go see if now we're becoming, when we apply, we're becoming an employee on the server and not only on the local script. So now that it says we're an employee here, but let's see if we're an employee on the server. Yes, we are. We can now pick stuff and we can fill this. But I can't fill it because we don't have enough. But I should have made it notify. Okay, so our fill prompt is not is disabled, I think. We're gonna find out. Okay, so we have finally finished this section with the employees being on the server. We can close this. Okay, so now on fill boxes. Okay, we have checked whether or not they're an employee. So if you click on the prompt that says fill, we have to make sure that we've actually triggered it. So let's do a print. We're going to print here clicked to make sure that we actually called this that we've actually used this script. So let's do a test output. Okay, output definitely says clicked, and we do see that we have a notification. Okay, so we previously did not have this notification, which means that we had entered the script. Because we had become an employee, we did not get a notification that we need to be employee. So our error is a bit lower down, so let's go down. Oh yeah, we never actually, oh yeah, we did. Okay, so we're down here. So we've reached all the way down here in the script, and we need to be able to pick up the box. So we have to fill the box first. So we never filled it up because now we need to get our inventory. Okay, so we're adding a new, we have to go find our inventory to make sure we have enough to fill it up with. So local inventory, we're doing out a full inventory. Yeah, we're just gonna get our full inventory. Inventory, okay, let's just go directly to, it's in our servers. No, I'm just wondering where are our events. Events is in server storage, I think. Items and objects, no. um why would I put it in replicated? Because we don't want it there. Okay, it's in player data. When we don't organize properly, this is what I get. In player data, so we want to use the data request function. So we're gonna do local data request is equals to game dot, this is in the server script service, and then it's in player data, and then data request. Okay, we're also doing, we will also be doing our update here as well. So data update, and we're going to do get our data update function. Okay, so data request, we're first going to do our data request here for our inventory. Okay, so local inventory is actually data request, not invoke solver, um because we are on the server. Data requests, it's a function. I'm just remember. Okay, so we have this function data request. Um, and we're passing, yeah, that we want our inventory. So let's try this. First, I definitely have a syntax error. So if you guys figure out my syntax error, let me know. But the output will let me know as soon as we try to run this that we have an error. So this is a function. I'm sure this is not how we call our function from the server. So let's, I could just get another place where it was used. I'm seeing what script used this. Nope. What script used this? Data request was definitely used. Was definitely used somewhere. Okay, so since I can't find this right now, let's just go with our output telling us what the error is so we can fix it. Hi, I'm a noob scripter. Okay, okay, I'm not that I'm noob in Lua. I'm not a noob scripter in some other languages, but in Lua, yeah, I'm noob. So yeah, if you guys see what my error, you can definitely help me. Thank you, and thanks for watching. Also, if you need help, anything I know how to do, I will definitely answer your questions. So I'm not an employee, so I can't use this. So let's go back to apply. Okay, so now we're an employee and we try to fill this box. It does tell us attempt to call an instance value interaction fill box. Line 80 here. Okay, it tells us that, but actually I thought it was gonna specify the error, but it did not specify the error. Okay, I see. Well, lots to learn, lots to learn slowly by practice. So what I'm doing is lots of practice. With a lot of practice, you will get there. So not you only, me too. So yeah, let's go back to our field boxes. So we're clearly not using our function correct. It told us that's where the error is an instance value. Attempt to call an instance value. So data request, it's definitely dot something or let's just get it's not fire, it's not dot event. It's a function data request dot on invoke. It's dot on invoke. So how could I forget that? Okay, so on invoke, and then what did we pass? We wanted to pass inventory because we want to get our inventory. Okay, so now this has been corrected. I knew that already, but I forgot. See, when you don't practice it enough, and plus I have too many languages, I'm starting to script too, so I already know. Nice, good job. Keep it up. Keep practicing because it's easy to forget things. Well, I mean, I don't know if you have a yeah, you're young, so you might have a better memory than me. But because I forgot, like I've used this so many times, but I still forgot. It's a function, so when we're calling this function, we use on invoke. Okay, because we've invoked it in the local script. Okay, so now let's print. We have our inventory. Let's print our inventory. Okay, let's go back. We're just gonna skip everything and directly go and apply for the job. She's taking too long. Okay, welcome. So now we fill it. On invoke is a callback member bindable function. You can only set the callback value. Get is not available. Um. Oh. Okay, so we have to connect. On invoke. No, it's not connect. Oh my goodness. Um. Okay, let me go find the example I previously used because I'm definitely doing something here. Okay, so we put here invoke server. So we every time we do a data request, we invoke server. But this one is a different type. Our data request here is an event, is actually a remote event, but it's not. Here is a function. So data request. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, if you want to know what matches it, let's go to our data request. So here we say on invoke. Okay, so on invoke, we've already given it a function. So we're directly invoking it here. Okay, so what we're doing here is invoke. Data request, invoke. There we go. so that it matches what happens on the other side. Okay, so now that we have our inventory, we check whether the box accepts what the box accepts, and now we can on comment this script so that it will work. So it checks what the box accepts, and if we have enough in our inventory, then we can go ahead and fill it up. So after we update our inventory to the new amount that we have, update. So now data update is changed from invoke server to directly just invoke. And we're invoke, we have to tell it which player. So we have to pass the player now. So because if we go to our player data, once we invoke, the first thing we get is the player and then the data type. So if we go back to, let's close all of these other things. Okay, fill boxes. So we also have to pass the player to get our inventory, and we have to pass the player to update our inventory. And we pass the inventory for the update. Okay, and we also want to see our fill box animation. So fill box, there we go. All right, let's go. Let's continue. Thank you very much. I'm still learning, but while I'm learning, I'm showing you guys at the same time. Because if you guys are noob too, you might have to go through the same processes as me, and it might be very helpful. Anyways, let's apply for this job and go fill this box. I don't have enough oranges, so that's very good. We have a huge um we're getting closer. It tells us we don't have enough oranges, so let's collect those 5 oranges in our inventory. We now have 5 oranges. We can collect more. Now we have like 10 oranges. We can definitely fill the box. Yay! And now we're filling the box on the server, and we can pick it up on the server and bring it here. Okay, so now we need to put this script also on the server because the local script is not finding this locally. So we're also going to be changing this script to work on the server as well. Okay, so let's go. Let's continue. I'm so happy now. We got closer. So let's now we can pick up our box, everything server wise, so other players can see this happening as well and not just us. So now for this load button, we're changing the script right here, and we're going to find the script in this in and move it to here. So if we go, so fill boxes, we're completed this, we don't need it anymore. Farm manager, we'll come back to that later. Script, okay, so this is the script we'll be working with now, and we will call it load truck. Okay, and we have this script in localhost. We will be moving it to the I'm actually going to put this script, we're gonna move the script to the server script service. I like to have all my scripts in the server script service so they're easy to find. But let's leave it there for now because we only have one truck. But later when we're gonna have multiple trucks, it is better there. Okay, so let's just find the local script for this, and we're going to start changing it. So the local script is in wherever this one is. Okay, we have shopper, client, events, direct player. Okay, we need to find where our script is for loading the truck. Oh, it's right here. Okay, so here is our script for loading the truck. Let me just copy it, and we're bringing it here. Okay, so our truck showing explorer is right is there, and the load, our load button is script.parent now, but we can leave it here, it's still correct. Okay, proximity prompt, when the player clicks on it, we have to find whether or not they have one already, whether they have one. And now we're gonna use notifications. We're changing everything to notifications to let them know if they don't have it. We don't want it in the print because the player is not going to go read the log. Okay, so notification equals, we're gonna get the one in the game dot replicated storage dot events dot notification. Okay, and we're going to, we're not gonna do print here, we're gonna do notification. It's an event, so fire client, and to that player we're letting them know that they do not have a box. Okay, you do not have a box, so we remove that print with a dot here. Okay, so now let's go up to this load truck. So quantity equals the truck, the quantity dot value. If the quantity is less than 10, then we increase the truck quantity. Okay, so all this is fine. Okay, so now that we've placed the box on the truck, we're gonna destroy the one that the player is carrying on their head. Okay, so now we need to see how much money the player is about to get money. So we have to do this. So we're going to go back the same way we did it earlier. We just had a script open, which was fill boxes, where we requested and updated the data. We'll do the very same thing here. We want to see how much money the player has. So money will be equals to data request, and it's going to be invoke, and we have to pass the player, and we want to know how much money they have. And then after, we're going to update their money. So again, we're passing the player, and we're updating their money to their money plus, so they just got more money. So the box costs, we're gonna put up here local, the cost of a box. They'll get $30 for each box. Let's put $15. We'll change that later anyways. So every time they load a box, they get $15. So let's see. This is now on the server, so let's go. Oh, hello, sorry. um okay, I was just I'm just reading your messages, by the way. Hi. Yeah, so it's totally up to you because I'm not an expert scripter, so you guys will see I'm gonna be doing lots of testing stuff. And so I'm getting closer to it. Okay, so now we are applying for the job, blah blah blah. So we have nothing in our inventory. So now we have to collect 5 oranges so we can fill the box. And let's see if we can load the box now. So now that we have the box, let's see if we can load it on the truck. Yep, we can load it. But did we get money? We got no money. We got no money, so we have an error. It's already telling us we have an error here. Invoke server. Oh, we forgot to change it from invoke server. Yeah, so I forgot to change it to just invoke so that we can update the new amount of money that we have. In the first place, let's just pass and see. It tells us that we don't have a box. Okay, so let's just go and fill up a box. We don't have a job. Apply. By the way, we should not be having to apply every single time. Because we're already an employee, we've applied one time. So every time we join the game, we don't want to apply again. So we should only have to check in the next times. We should only be able to have to check in. And so let's go. Let's do this. Um, fill, pick up, and load. Okay, so yeah, now we got $15. So now we have $15 from collecting these things. Let's go make some more money. Fill. That box definitely needs more than five. So we're literally just making collect, 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 collect. Okay, we have enough apples to fill this up. These are fake apples, obviously. Okay, so now we're fine with collecting and making money, and as well can put it in the bank. So let's put our some money in the bank. That way we don't lose it. We'll put it in our checking account. Let's put $40. Okay, so we have $5 left, and in our checking we have $40. Okay, so okay, so now we can continue putting more scripts on the server, so that other players can see when we do it. Okay, so let me check something. I'm thinking we should have more boxes. The truck should take more than 10 boxes. um and then once it has a certain amount, it's gonna restart, I guess. It's gonna go away and a new truck is gonna come and get more. Okay, so everything I had planned on doing today is completed. So I'm just checking whether or not what's our next step. Because I actually thought this would take longer. So today's goal has been met. So anyways, let me see what's the next thing to do. Oh, I'm starving. I'm hungry. So I think I will take a break and then I'll decide what the next thing we're gonna work on is. Um, oh, while I go get myself something to eat. Yeah, so I'll be back on later. Thank you guys for watching this part. If you had seen the ones before, you'll see these are all scripts that were already done. We're just arranging it on the server because previously no one could see the things we're doing. They're only seeing us walking around, but they wouldn't be able to see the animations because it was all in a local script. So now that it's on the server, all players can see what the others are doing. Okay, so we'll continue with our we'll continue to come we'll actually try and complete this job fully 100%, and then we'll continue back with our shopping job, so including the UI for this one. We will be working on it, and the 3D models as well. Okay, well, for now, that's it. Bye. Have a wonderful day.